Hello? Prissy! In 10 minutes? Oh, George, the walker, the kids are coming.
Holy moly!
We don't have much time.
Catch, honey.
I'll get dressed. Oh, don't forget the pictures. And the music.
Don't worry.
Oh!
Where's my grey sweater?
In the bottom drawer with the plastic fruit.
Isn't this something?
Are you ready, Pumpkin?
Wowee.
George, the clock.
Have you ever wondered why some people suddenly grow old at 65? Maybe it's because you expect them to.
Dad, the old clock isn't working again.
No. I guess it's suffering from old age.
A great commercial, not because it shows older people with a sense of humour, but because it knocks on the head forever the grey-haired granny image advertisers have loved since TV began. The trouble with all commercials about old age is they're never made by anyone with actual experience of the condition. Once they hit 55, even the brightest spark prefers a seat in the company boardroom to a day behind the camera. I don't blame him, actually. As a result, we've been left with the clichés they created in their youth. You know, that dim-witted granny who spends all time worrying about what flavour whiskers are to give her bored cat. Suddenly, though, things are changing. Today, advertisers know that older people often have more money to spend than their mortgage-paying kids.
Crikey! What's that for? These are things my gran keeps bringing back from her holidays. Oh.
On a saga holiday, you get more care, more destination, and more memories.
Yeah.
Carl, have you been to all these places?
No, I've got to wait a year or two yet.
Give us a ring. It's the only way to get your brochure.
If they're stuffing things like that into the attic, I wonder how much more they've got on display downstairs. So far, that commercial for Saga Holidays has only been pitched at the well-to-do. But as older people get richer, youngsters everywhere will have to face the fact that their parents are possibly having the better time. Once the penny dropped in America, they seized upon a product once aimed only at the carefree young and began to pitch it, you guessed, at the newly carefree old.
Refreshments, anyone?
What did you have in mind?
Feels so good. Feels so good. Coming down. 7 Up flashback. Blue and clear on everyone. 7 Up.
The clever thing about that commercial is that it still condescends towards the old folks, yet allows the youngsters tuning in to feel superior. But if you are over 70 and living in America, condescension is something you're used to. 35 years ago, even zappy 35-year-olds were treated like this.
Does this often happen to you? You start to do a simple chore like this. Then suddenly you feel too tired to continue. Everything you do is an effort. Remember, that run-down feeling may be due to iron deficiency anemia, or, as we call it, tired blood. Check with your doctor. And if tired blood is your problem, to feel stronger fast, take Geritol, the high-potency tonic that begins to strengthen tired blood in just 24 hours. Just 2 tablespoons of Geritol liquid or 2 Geritol tablets contain twice the iron in a pound of calf's liver. In only 1 day, Geritol iron is in your bloodstream, carrying strength and energy to every part of your body. Soon you should have more strength to do a better job, to get more fun out of life. So don't let tired blood drag you down. Take Geritol every day. You'll feel stronger fast in just 7 days or your money back.
In Britain 30 years ago, not only were 40-year-olds being told their blood needed fortifying, the programmes were making fools of them as well.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Dad, You're a Square. Now, this is the record program with a difference where we have the cats to battle with the squares over the merits or otherwise of the popular gramophone record.
Compare Bill Owen before Nora Batty and the Last of the Summer Wine had got to him. Dad, You're a Square was a cross between Jukebox Jury and EastEnders. Young Bill's job was to play the latest pop releases to a panel of crusty fathers and their trendy sons, in the hope that the music would lead to a family feud. There's a pair in our audience tonight who know that it did just that.
Our first record this evening, it gets off to a dirty start. It is by the Brook Brothers, and it is called I Ain't A-Gonna Wash for a Week. We ain't a-gonna wash, we ain't a-gonna wash, we ain't a-gonna wash for a week. Oh my goodness gracious and a golly gee, I never thought you'd get around to kissing me, but just read a red lips, just kiss my cheek. Now I ain't a-gonna wash for a week, no, no, I ain't a-gonna wash for a week. I got a kiss from you and it's my lucky day, so the water ain't a-gonna wash it away. I'm gonna keep your lipstick on my cheek, and I ain't a-gonna wash for a week. Somebody has interrupted. Who did it?
I don't know what they were talking about.
Oh, it was dead clear.
It was terrible. They sounded as though they hadn't washed themselves for a week, Bill.
That was the name of the song, I Ain't A-Gonna Wash for a Week.
Oh, Bill, that was awful. I'd like to hear something.
What was awful about it?
Well, I didn't hear any words.
Oh, wait, we've got it technical here. He's got a good beat.
Good beat, good backing. The words are easily understandable. Those are good.
Well, I didn't think they were, Roy. And I disagree with you. I
Did you
thought
wash
it was
this morning behind
terrible.
your ears?
The question is a fair one.
Well, that's a matter of opinion.
I could murder a glass of Snatchin myself, and I am not joking. Listen, Max and Roy, it's 30 years ago. Is it a shock to see yourselves like that?
No, it's not really. And we still don't agree.
But Gary, I mean, is your old man as square as his dad was?
Well, he didn't think he was then, but he is definitely now.
He looks so young to me.
Well, no, he's still got quite a few grey hairs. And he's losing on top as well.
I think Max there could show Compo a clean pair of wellies, whatever they say. But these days in America, even people who already look like Nora Batty still think there's a chance they can change their image.
Way out. Elbow straight.
The average nun in this class is in her mid-80s. But why do these sisters live so long? And most importantly, why is the quality of their lives so high?
How old are you?
93.
Early results show one thing the healthiest sisters have in common is an advanced degree from college. But they're also studying other possible early predictors, like your diet when you were a child or how much money your parents had. Those may also be clues to why some people age better than others.
I know that if my parents had had a lot of money, I'd have aged a great deal better than I have. In Britain, old age is often portrayed as an obstacle to be endured. But in America, where the pioneers still think of illness as weakness, they sell health insurance as a key to liberate the spirit.
That's what I do best, is cycling and dancing. I like to keep moving. I feel healthier for what I've done.
I play ball for two reasons. I like it, and it adds years to my life. I wouldn't still be playing if I wasn't in terrific shape. If you feel young, act young, you're going to stay young.
What's the difference how old you are? You're old as you feel, and I don't feel old.
way to grow old and healthy is to start on a health plan when you're young and healthy. So later in life, instead of just being alive, you can really live.
So wonderful life. You should try it.
You always get the good advice too late. I did, for sure. Old people in Britain have also taken to jogging down country lanes, but not because they want to keep fit.
How much is it to Alfreton?
80 pence.
How much, Alfreton?
60 pence.
How much, Alfreton?
40 pence.
There is an easier way to save money on bus fares. If you're unemployed, disabled, or a senior citizen, you're probably entitled to a travel permit.
Alfreton, please. 20 pence.
On most journeys, you only have to pay half fare. The travel permit.
No smoking.
Isn't it time? We're here to help you. Use us.
A funny commercial promoting a commendable service, but it's still selling old people to themselves as a burden the rest of us have to bear. When the Americans wanted to market the values of long-standing friendship for a telephone company, they portrayed their old folk as having earned the perk of putting their feet up.
There was a time in 1949 when I thought our friendship was really over. Garland talked me into going into the oil business, and we struck water. I lost pretty nearly every penny I ever saved, and I just thought it was the last straw. But then I got to thinking about the Depression and what Garland had done for me. And when I started thinking about all the good, well, it made the bad seem pretty small.
At Pacific Bell, we believe friendships that don't drift away are pretty special.
Hello.
Lawrence, I got this idea.
Sounds dangerous.
Oh, no, listen now.
Suppose I have to.
I won't drift away.
Sweet, isn't it? Not even Dallas in its heyday could pack so much emotion into 1 minute. Not that I've ever watched it, of course. That couple were... it's true. That couple was so successful with American audiences that their commercials ran into almost as many episodes as the South Fork saga itself. But Miss Ellie's dithering between Digger Barnes and Jock Ewing, I'm sure you know all of them, was nothing compared to the real tears America wept when Mary Ellen made her choice between the two heroes in these commercials.
The war was over, and I was on my way home when the call came. Mary Ellen's voice sounded beautiful. She told me she had decided to marry Garland. And I guess I really knew it all along. You just kind of know those things. I always knew they had something extra. And you can't make someone have it for you if it's not there. I guess our friendship is so strong because of all the things that tried to break it up.
At Pacific Bell, we believe friendships that don't drift away are pretty special.
Hello.
Mary Ellen wants to know if you're coming over for Thanksgiving dinner.
Where else would I be going?
I won't drift
That threesome is obviously trying to flog a party line. After the break, those joys of growing older that the Americans shy away from. Meanwhile, don't believe that all golden wedding celebrations represent 50 years of wedded bliss.
Oh, the magic's gone. The minute the lights go out, you fall asleep.
It's time to change your bulb.
Dream bathrooms and tiles at dream prices begin here.
40% off this shell suite. 40% off these tiles. 40% off this Victoriana suite. Plus a massive selection of tiles at direct from the importer prices. Cash and carry tiles and bathrooms. Leeds, Bradford, Halifax and Heckmondwike.
Joists, floorboards, windows, door casings.
Be ready for you in a couple of hours.
We've forgotten the door? Well, thanks a lot, pal. We couldn't have done it without you. Howarth Timber.
Dancing Costume Bear, kiddies rides, fun castle and Easter competitions. A great family fun day at Huddersfield Open Market.
Only at Windsor's World of Shoes. All the top brand names. Like the latest high-tech sports shoes, only $5.95. That's less than half price at Windsor's. Carina leather fashion shoes, only $4.95. Less than half price at Windsor's. And Adidas men's and youth trainers, only $6.95. Less than half price at Windsor's World of Shoes. Thornton Road, Bradford, Thurcroft near Rotherham, Middleton Shopping Centre, Leeds, and Horncastle Street, Cleckheaton.
You just can't pull a better deal than one from South Yorkshire Caravans of Dinnington. Ask Jeff Capes. For the freedom to go where you please, when you please, get up and go to the people who know. South Yorkshire Caravans of Dinnington, just off the M1, Junction 31.
She stays at home almost all through the year. She dare not go out, dare not be among people. She has a problem. She cannot hold a urine. She is incontinent. And she's not the only one. A lot more women and men have the same problem. But when they dare to talk about it, preferably with the family doctor, it appears that much can be done. There are, for example, special pants, the Edet Kanga system. They keep the skin dry, and the system also prevents irritation and inconvenient smells, so that the woman can go out again and move around freely all through the year.
A charming Scandinavian commercial promoting a product designed to counteract a not-so-charming problem. In America, a rather sober lady is allowed on television to discreetly promote their version of adult nappies. But, surprisingly, in that land of the free, the nappies themselves are sold in brown paper wrappers, and only from under the counter. In Japan, of course, where all problems are approached as something to be solved, nappies for adults are stacked on supermarket shelves and advertised accordingly.
朝の爽やかな空気、何よりのごちそうですな。
おはようございます。
おはようございます。源さん、今朝どう？
アテントなら朝までぐっすり。アテントの立体裁断は 600cc の水分でもしっかり吸収して横漏れ逆戻りを防ぎます。
アテント様が聞きましたね。アテン
ト。There is a drink, the colour and name of which makes the goings-on in that last commercial not surprising at all.
一昨年3人で歌った去年ひろこのウェディングに香りとデュエットした。そして今年先を越していく香りのために3度目の瀬戸の花嫁を歌う。ああ、
マイペースマイペース。
Yes, you did hear it right. But you won't be surprised that the old in America are encouraged to play safe and stick to the friendly whiteness of a more familiar beverage.
Here is Harold DeGraff, professor of food economics, Cornell University, with some advice about enjoying your old age.
One of the serious problems of our times is how to make the second half of life fully enjoyable. There's one thing you must do. After 35, you must keep your protein, calcium, and vitamin levels high. And that simply means you must get enough milk. Milk is both satisfying and nourishing, and in itself is not fattening. Drink 1, 2, 3 glasses of milk every day, especially if you are over 35.
You'll never outgrow your need for milk.
And all you 36-year-olds out there thought you were still young. Nowadays, of course, there are other American doctors who believe that if you do wallop down 3 pints of milk a day, even at the age of 26, it isn't too soon to start watching commercials like this.
Hello, I'm Frank Blair. And hello again. You've probably seen me on TV talking about the advantages of the Guardian plan. the insurance-funded prearranged funeral program. It's practical and loving. That's why I have the Guardian Plan program myself. I planned everything at home. I determined how much to spend and on what. And once set, that amount is guaranteed never to increase. To learn more, call this number for your copy of Funeral Arrangements in Advance.
Or you could just leave the 3 pints of milk on the doorstep to ward off another kind of salesman who has a financial interest in you staying alive.
Okay, class, what's success secret number 3?
Never get over an answer.
And number 4?
When the going gets up, the ball get going.
These days, it seems like everybody's trying to sell life insurance.
My dad is a beautiful child.
I have a dog just like yours.
My mother's name is Alice also.
To get the sale, first you've got to get your foot in the door, right?
Right.
Right. Hello.
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 In independent life, there are no part-time insurance agents, just full-time professionals.
His foot may be crushed, but at least that old boy has a job. He's one of a group of older actors chosen by film director Joe Seidelmeyer to challenge the supremacy in modern commercials of perfectly formed youth. If you have a receding hairline and drooping jowls and the big breaks have passed you by, Joe Seidelmeyer will make you a star. Got his number?
The conference call is ready, sir.
Bernard.
Bonard, Miami.
Bonard, Miami. Binger.
Klinger.
In Seattle.
Oh, good.
At 7.
Binger, Klinger, Seattle.
Now, when you push that button,
That's 3.
it's like we're all in the same room.
Before your next conference call, get the fiber optic watch lines that sound the best and cost less. Call 1-800-US-SPRINT.
That's him.
It's just noon their time.
But you
Yes, sir.
listen carefully. If we don't make 500 cases of the movement, they will lose their account. Back, please.
So?
He said if we don't make 500 pieces of the they will lose their get.
This won't happen if you use our free phone card. For fiber optic long distance that sounds the best and costs less, call 1-800-US-SPRINT. When you drive to Wendy's and order a single, you get more beef than the Whopper or the Big Mac. At Wendy's, you never have to ask, where's the beef?
Pardon me. I understand you sell life insurance?
We certainly do.
Where's hardware?
Second floor at the north end of the
These
store.
days, it
to
seems
take
like
you to the
everyone's
escalator
trying
or
to
the
sell life
elevator.
insurance.
Just fill out the application.
Young man, I'm looking for socks.
Socks are on 4th, listing any childhood diseases or communicable diseases.
Communal diseases?
On 4th.
Communicable diseases on 4th.
What?
Communicable diseases on 4.
Communicable
Independent life insurance is all we sell, with personal service from a full-time insurance professional, your independent life agent.
Next week, how the Princess of Wales copes with intrusive cameras, but we leave you this week with a reminder of how our grandmothers kept fit before Jane Fonda came along and got everyone into an unpleasant sweat.
Keith Floyd returns with more bizarre TV clips in 2 weeks' time.